News 25 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Deputies arrest a female who allegedly attacked her landlord, and a man is ejected from a rollover vehicle. News 25 starts now.
KPVM News 25 with Eunette Gentry. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
A senior citizen is severely injured in an alleged attack. It's Thursday, May 2nd. I'm Eunette Gentry. An older woman has been arrested on felony charges after a dispute with her landlord resulted in a major injury to a well-known senior woman right here in Pahrump. And we need to warn you that some of these images are very graphic.
Patrol members be advised.
A landlord-tenant dispute has resulted in one person being arrested and at least two people receiving restraining orders after an event occurred on April 24th on Bruce Street. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office declaration of arrest, deputies were dispatched for a physical altercation between two females at this residence. The landlord in this case, identified as Jody Van Staveren, who is part of the Miss Senior Nye County and the Miss Senior Golden Years pageant, says that she was attacked by her tenant. Deputies report that when they arrived on scene, they found substantial injury to the right eye of Van Staveren and that she was allegedly struck by a hammer. The report says that Brown admitted to the altercation, but she said that she struck the individual with her hand in the face and not the hammer and pliers that she was holding. The Nye County Sheriff's Office says that Desert View provided them with a written report that indicated that the victim in this case had a right orbital fracture, severe swelling, a broken bone behind her eye socket, and was advised by hospital staff that she could possibly lose her right eye. Kay Brown was arrested for causing substantial bodily harm and a warrant out of Pahrump Justice Court for a previous citation that was unpaid. Today, News 25 spoke to Jody Van Staveren and her handyman, James Fox.
I had a tenant that I was running to for 2 years who was on low income, and I helped her out with no deposit, no any kind of cleaning deposit or last first month's rent to help her out. And she was a fine tenant. I had no problems with her. Her brother, who was a preacher, a local preacher, had moved out, and she was supposed to pay her electric, and she was behind in her electric, so I lowered her rent. And again, she was supposed to pay her electric. I believe 2 months went by. She said that she couldn't afford to pay the electric. I said, you need to start looking for another place then, because you obviously can't afford this place on your own. And she said she would. And meantime, I did not pressure her for her rent. All I asked was that she pay her electric. 2 months went by, no rent, no electric. Oh, excuse me, she did give me $50 towards her electric. Then at one point in time, I told her that I couldn't carry her anymore because the money was coming out of my pocket to pay her electric bill, and that I would be shutting her electric off. She told me that was fine. Do what you need to do, Jody. Approached her and told her that I was shutting the electric down, gave her a 3-day notice, waited till after Easter. I went out and shut her electric off on my electric panel because my guest house has its own separate panel. I shut the electric off. I left, and while I was gone, I got a nasty phone call from her, enraged about me shutting her electric down. So I turned around and came back. She said she had called the police. So when I came back, I went out to my electric panel and saw that it had been busted. Meantime, I'm on the phone trying to make a report to the police, asking them if they were the one that did the damage, that she had told me that she had called the police. They said no. I said, okay, well, I need to make a report. Meantime, she had showed up while I was back there with two other friends, a niece and another friend, saying I had done it because they were black and I was white trash, and approached me, and I turned and had the phone in my hand while I was talking to the police. This was going on.
Wow.
And I said to the police, oh my God, she's coming at me. You guys need to come here now. My maintenance man was standing outside witnessing the whole thing. Monica grabbed me, threw the phone out of my hand, and they proceeded to attack me.
First of all, it was April 24th, and Jody was texting me on the phone about shutting off. No, I wasn't shutting off. The electric was interrupted over at Kay's house. And when I got home, right around 9:15, first thing I did was went back to the electric panel and looked at it and saw the lock was broken. So instead of coming in here, I just texted Jody, come on out because you got to see this. So she came out to look at it, and then she got on the phone with the sheriff's department to explain that Kay came over and broke the hasp on the electric panel. So while she was on the phone with the sheriff's office, Kay and her nieces pulled up, came out. Kay didn't say a word. The first thing she did was bang on the electric panel with the hammer. And Jody's trying to tell her the power's on, and she wouldn't hear it. And Jody had mentioned that she's on the phone with the police, and then Kay turns around and starts charging after her, grabs the phone out of her hand, hits her in the face, has her hair in her hand, pulls her on the ground. While she's on the ground, I try to get over there to break it up. One or both of her nieces grabbed me to prevent me from breaking it up until I said, I just want to break it up. Then they let me go. And at the same time, somehow I saw out of the corner of my eye, Monica kicking Jody while she was on the ground.
And another tragic accident we have to report today in what appears to be vehicle overcorrection and possibly an unrestrained driver.
Mercier landed on the roadway this afternoon near Pilot Place and Leslie Avenue to transport a driver and only occupant of a single vehicle rollover that was ejected as a result of this accident. Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene. Nevada Highway Patrol was called in to conduct the accident investigation. Traffic was blocked while the victim was attended to, and the investigation was completed.
And NHP is telling us about another accident investigation into a single fatal vehicle accident on Highway 95 near mile marker 11. According to Fire Chief Scott Lewis from Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, one individual was pronounced deceased on scene. Traffic is reduced to one lane as the investigation is being conducted. Fortunately, no other injuries have been reported at this time. And stay tuned. We'll be right back here at KPVM, where we like to say that stands for keeping Pahrump and our area viewers in mind.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Now here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, a trade deal with China could happen by next Friday. Sources tell CNBC the two mega economies are closer on an agreement to end the trade war. U.S. and Chinese negotiators are meeting in Beijing this week. One report suggests the Trump administration would immediately remove 10% tariffs on $200 billion in Chinese goods if there is a deal. The CEO of Apple likes the improved tone on trade. Tim Cook tells reporters the improved dialogue between the U.S. and China, along with economic stimulus there, are causing him to be more bullish on business in China. In January, Apple lowered its revenue guidance on weaker demand due to trade tensions. The stock rallied on Wednesday. The price of crude is coming down. Oil futures dropped despite news of a coup attempt in Venezuela. Crude prices fell after API reported a surprise buildup of oil inventory.
Thanks, Angela. And in more local news, KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio is proud to be a part of a fundraiser that's helping a young father who was injured in a motor vehicle accident. The Jay Breslin fundraiser, featuring the Randy Anderson Band, will be Friday, May 10th from 5 p.m. until 9 p.m. at the Pahrump Nugget. And this event will be the hottest ticket in town, and it's free to attend. 31-year-old Jason Breslin was unfortunately critically injured in a crash earlier this month while riding his motorcycle. He's a father of 2 young boys and is battling courageously to return home to them. The night honoring him and to support him will feature a celebrity auction, raffle prizes, a photo booth, a donation-only dinner, dancing, a biker awareness ride, and so much more. All bikers will meet at Petrick Park at 4 p.m. Then at approximately 4:40 p.m., they will all ride in a parade of biker awareness and unity south on Highway 160 to the Pahrump Nugget Hotel and Casino. If you'd like more information about this event, you can contact our very own Deanna O'Donnell right here at KPVM TV at 775-727-9400 extension 201. Valley Electric Association Board President Ken Dershon of Sandy Valley resigned from the cooperative's board of directors Wednesday. Dershon cited personal reasons for his decision. Vice President Rick Johnson of District 3, Beatty, becomes president, according to succession plans. The board is expected to vote on a new slate of officers for the 2019-2020 year at its next meeting. Any VEA member who wishes to become considered for that open seat must be a resident of District 5, Sandy Valley, Mountain Springs, Trout Canyon. Applications for the position will be accepted through Thursday, May 30th, 2019. The board will appoint Dershon's successor from among the applicants as outlined in the VEA bylaws. The District 5 seat will be up for election in March 2020. Dershon served as president from May 2018 until his resignation. He was appointed to the VEA Board of Directors from District 5 in August 2015. And in March 2017, he was elected by members of District 5 to a 3-year term on the 6-member board. And stay tuned, we'll be right back here at News 25 with much more local news.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Welcome back. A single vehicle accident resulted in 1 injury at Spring Mountain Sports earlier today. Nye County Sheriff Office deputies and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were dispatched to the scene for a driver who reportedly hit a fence near the rear of that facility. Unfortunately, no other details are available about that accident at this time. And the organization Sleep in Heavenly Peace will be hanging out at our local Walmart on Highway 160 to help give donations to underprivileged members of our community.
We are going to be doing some on-location stuff, and we're going to start at Walmart on the 4th of May, which is coming up very soon, and we're going to have a booth by that left door over there. We're going to be there all day long. Information, collect donations of any size, bedding drive. If somebody wants to buy any kind of twin sheets or mattress, not mattress, but blankets and pillows and stuff like that, and then just drop them off to us on the way out the door, we would just be so grateful for that. Sleep in Heavenly Peace is, of course, for the kids here, right here in Pahrump. We're making beds. We are up and running. We are getting orders faster than I can put them together. So we can always use volunteers. I can give you my phone number if you want to call them and volunteer, or the website is also shpbeds.org, and then go to the Nevada website. We have Facebook, Sleep in Heavenly Peace, Nevada, Nye County, and you can contact me through there, message me that way, or 702-539-9685. The big thing is volunteers and donations. Those are what we really need the most, but it's happening. We have in queue about 18 beds. So that's actually 9 bunk beds. We're working on it every day.
Yeah.
And we don't have to wait for a big build day for people to come out.
Yeah.
We're there every day.
Yeah.
If you want to come out any day, you can just show up 2731 South Wood Chips, which is just south of the school bus barn.
Yeah.
And we're there usually from 10 till 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and I can't believe how well it's going, and we're always looking for more. That's one of those things that it's kind of our Achilles heel, but they're about $60 each, and we get them locally from a company called Malouf, M-A-L-O-U-F, over in Utah, and it's a great company, really nice mattress. When you open them, they're vacuum packed, but they're not just foam. When you open them up, they've got springs in them.
And Red Rover Fitness came into town this past weekend from Las Vegas for an event that was also a local fundraiser for the 4-H Club. The obstacle course set up on Calvada Boulevard near Dandelion supplied locals with lots of fun and fitness too.
It was amazing. We had a great turnout here in Pahrump. We were out here right behind the 4-H grounds, and we turned this county lot into a OCR paradise, an obstacle course racing paradise. So it was so much fun. First time for having a race in Pahrump. We're excited to come back. So we had 13 different obstacles today, anywhere from the mud pit to climbing over walls to going over balance beams. We had like the first obstacle on American Ninja Warrior, it's called slant boards. We had slant boards. We have some rock climbing elements. We even have some dexterity where they're practicing bowling, and they have to get a ball into and so it's kind of all kinds of fun stuff. We partner with SAFE, and they are the ones that help us throughout the year to get the kids out here. It goes through their grant, and then today is there's really no profit on this. The kids come out to cover the price of having the professional timing and stuff. And then 4-H gets all the proceeds for the concessions and stuff. We want them to know that this is considered fitness, that running through mud, that going over walls, going through the bubbles. We had a big bubble bat over there. That is fitness. And so we want them to walk away and to be smiling and to associate it, and then to be able to hopefully take that with them the rest of their lives where they know that fitness can do that.
I can hear all the people my age saying, we used to do that when we were kids.
Absolutely. Those are the best ways for us to work out now. When I work out with adults, we still do the stuff you did when we were in elementary. We do the crab walks and the bear crawls, and it's great stuff. Go to redroverfitness.com, and if they want to see the results, it'll also be up there later, or the results tab.
That looks like it was so much fun. Well, here's today's Angie's List now with some tips for first-time home buyers.
Finding a low-priced home that's in need of repair might be the right solution for first-time home buyers who are anxious to get into the housing market. But it's easy to take on more than you can handle. Getting help from experts can help ensure your budget and your timeline are ready for the long haul.
Start with a realtor and an experienced home inspector to help you determine if that fixer-upper you're looking at is a money pit or a diamond in the rough.
Once you've found your diamond, securing the financing to cover the cost of a big project may require more attention than a first-time buyer realizes.
Fixer-uppers sometimes have restrictions as far as what type of loans they qualify for. So it would be very important to understand that up front.
Again, your expert realtor and a knowledgeable lender will help navigate that step. Once the financing is nailed down, what's next?
Specifically, I'd like to talk about having a plan in place, both in terms of how much it will cost to do the rehab work, as much as the overall scope, the resources that are required, the timing. And lastly, you've got to keep in mind what the end value is of the product.
As you evaluate the potential scope and decide just how much you want to take on, prioritizing the work is critical to creating a successful plan.
When considering where to start on your new fixer-upper, think practical. Does the plumbing or electrical need upgraded? If so, start there first.
Once those big-ticket, unglamorous projects are out of the way, go for projects that will be rewarding to complete.
Focus on the low-hanging fruit. For instance, if you want to do a bathroom remodel but you are facing limited funds, change the color, the light fixture, the vanity, the faucet, these kinds of things, and they actually achieve a high impact.
Regardless of the size of the project, tackling a remodel can be daunting to anyone. But with the help from the right experts, even a beginner can achieve a beautiful end result. For more information about what to look for when buying a home, check Angie's List.
News 46 Weather Cam is brought to you by Glenn Lerner Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, let's take a look outside now through our Glenn Lerner weather cam at our current conditions. Well, the winds are still whipping a bit, but it's a beautiful sunny day here in Pahrump. And we'll take a closer look at what we can expect in today's and this weekend's forecast when we return.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue. Today's temperatures. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 82, a low of 59. Death Valley's temperature is sneaking up just a little bit with a high of 93, a low of 65. In Amargosa, 80, 51, 77, 47 in Beatty, 69, 38 in Goldfield, 66, 39 in Tonopah. Carson City, a high of 71, a low of 37. Fallon at 72, 36, and Fernley with a high of 72 and a low of 40. Today in Pahrump, we had sunny skies, a high of 81 degrees, winds coming out of the southwest at 4 miles per hour, humidity at 14%, and our sunrise at 5:50 a.m. For tonight, it's currently 79 degrees outside with clear skies. Low temperature expected to be 54 degrees. Winds coming out of the east at 6 miles per hour, 22% humidity, and our sunset at 7:32 p.m. Now looking ahead to our 7-day, it looks like we have a lot of clouds. We do have a small sunny batch on Saturday, but other than that, we're expecting just cloudy skies for the future. Now looking ahead to our temperatures, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, our high temperature is expected to be in those 80s, with Friday and Saturday being a high of 86 and 87, Sunday down to 83. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, our temperatures are going to drop just a little bit to those 70s, just between 74 and 79 degrees. Then all of our overnights are just going to be in that 50-degree window between 52 and 59 degrees. So now if you can't make it home in time to catch the news live on TV, make sure to check out our Facebook page. You can catch the news live every night at 5, even on the go. So now we're going to throw it back to the desk with Charlie.
Thanks, Amy. And don't forget, the Wild West Extravaganza will begin tomorrow at Petrick Park. That 3-day event will run through this Sunday and will even feature a parade at 10 a.m. Saturday morning. So have fun this weekend. That does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Eunette Gentry. Good night.